Ladies and gentlemen, it is Thursday, and Thursdays on the channel mean updates. For those of you who don't know or haven't been around here, essentially what we do in these videos is go over everything that has changed in a week's updates. So for example, this week we have Black Ops Cold War has some new playlist updates. Alongside that is a new gunfight tournament with new rewards. We'll be going over that. Now on top of that, we also have new changes in Warzone, and strange changes at that in Warzone. And I'll go over exactly what I'm talking about there once we get to the Warzone portion. We're also going to be discussing the new playlist within Modern Warfare, and of course store items as well. The one other thing that we're going to be talking about this week is what is left for season 3. And the reason why we're doing that is simple. There isn't much left, and that leads to the question: there's 2 weeks left of the season. What the heck is going to be happening in these last 2 weeks, and what does it mean for season 4? So that is everything that we're going to be talking about the video. But as per usual, let's start out with Black Ops Cold War. So as per usual, to start out, let's have a look at what the playlists are. So first off, we have a new gunfight tournament, and as you can see, these are actually the old rewards from the previous gunfight tournament. I didn't complete it. I didn't even play one. So because of that, I have all of the previous rewards there. If I complete this, then I can move on to the next week's, which if you go over to your challenges, go to gunfight tournaments. So the first thing that you get here is, I believe, an emblem, and then we have our calling card. This one actually looks pretty cool. For semifinals, you get the weapon charm, and finally for champion, you get the weapon blueprint. So the previous one was the AUG. This one we have a pistol here, and it actually looks pretty good. I have to say, all of them that they've released so far are pretty unique looking, and this is the one that you get for this week if you win a gunfight tournament. And again, if you don't complete it this week, you are able to do it in a next week. It's just you have to eventually complete this many gunfight tournaments to get all of the rewards. After this, we have the new playlist Action Heroes Mosh Pit, which is a combination of Die Hardpoint and Rambo's Gun Game, which is pretty cool. I actually like both of the playlists, so it's good that they've added them in together, but they've removed them individually. After this, we have Blueprint Ammo Gun Game. I don't exactly know what that means, but my best guess is that these are all blueprints that have different types of ammo that you shoot. So one of them might be a cryo ammo, one of them might be kind of like an acid ammo, and all of them are going to be pretty interesting looking. Just basically a way of promoting their different blueprints. After this, we have Face Off 6v6, Fire Team Elimination, Nuketown 24/7, 12v12 Mosh Pit, Party Games, Fire Team Mosh Pit, and that is it. Now, if we go over to the store bundles, the one that is new today is called the Nuclear Distillery. This one comes with 2 Mastercraft blueprints, the first of which, as you're seeing here, looks pretty damn cool. In fact, both of them look pretty cool, but this one is actually a shotgun, even though it kind of looks like a sniper rifle. And then after this, I believe we have the AK-47. Again, pretty cool. It looks like there is a rat in the magazine, which is very interesting, but nonetheless looks pretty damn cool. After this, we have the Spirit Shard accessory. This is a watch. Then we have our weapon charm. We have a vehicle horn, emblem, and calling card. The other thing that was added earlier this week is the gamma ray. This is for the AMP-63, or the new pistol. Speaking of which, if you didn't see my video earlier this week, we have the AMP-63, which is a fully automatic pistol, which can be unlocked by eliminating 5 different players with pistols in 20 different matches. It's much easier to do in zombies. As you can see, I have a lot of progression towards it, so yeah. So moving on to Warzone, of course, playlist wise, we have quads, trios, duos, solos. Still no buybacks, still no stimulus, anything like that. I just have to say that every single week because I'm still waiting for them to bring it back, and they're just seemingly not doing it at this point, which to me is really frustrating. Let me know what you think down in the comments. After this, though, we have Rebirth Resurgence quads, Rebirth Mini Royale trios, and finally Plunder Blood Money. Now, the other thing you may have noticed when looking at the menu here is that the 80s Action Hero event is gone. You can no longer complete those challenges, but also what this means is that the event itself is over. Now, Nakatomi Plaza is still in downtown Verdansk. However, you cannot complete any of the contracts or Easter eggs, which will allow you to get in the vault. The statement that they said is, this high octane experience has come to an end. The downtown tower contracts have been removed, and the vault is now closed. The CIA outpost is no longer operational, and the survivor camps have been abandoned. So those areas are still there on the map. However, you can't complete any of the missions involved with them that will do anything to change the game. So Specialist is removed. You can no longer get it, and of course, because of that, you won't be killing anyone that will be dropping it. So A lot of people are upset about that, and I'm curious to see if they add the specialist in another way come season 4. Now, there were a couple of other changes revolving around this update. First of all, we have a bug. They fixed an issue preventing the Farah 83 horizontal recoil from being adjusted. So basically, they're just improving the recoil once again, or actually making it work properly. This you should notice in game. The Farah has really good recoil. That's pretty much that. The other weapon that they adjusted is the PPSH 41. The aim down sights position adjusted for iron sights, so essentially the iron sights work a little bit better for the PPSH. Is this the best SMG in the game? No. However, it is very solid and very viable in game. If you haven't given it a shot yet, build out a loadout for it, and it is actually pretty good, especially with the recent changes to the weapon. As far as Modern Warfare multiplayer goes, this is pretty much what we've seen over the past following weeks. We have ground war, blueprint gunfight, shoot the ship, which is always good to see. Most of the players, I think, who are still playing this game a lot of the time play on this playlist. We also have 1v1 me bro, infected, and stir crazy. So nothing crazy, nothing new. Well, I guess there's one thing crazy, and that would be stir crazy, but other than that, nothing crazy. And that's basically all you need to know about Modern Warfare. The new weapons like the CX9 and the RAL have not been added in. Soap is still not here, and there is no indication as to when that would be coming. But what I will say is, with 2 weeks left in season 3, there's nothing else to be added. If you look at this roadmap, all of the playlists have been released, all of the locations within Warzone have been added, and the events there are now ended, and all of this is just kind of confusing, because with 2 weeks left, are they, one, just going to do nothing, or is there going to be something else that could be added? Next week, we could potentially see Soap McTavish added into the game, and on top of that, the other maps and weapons for Modern Warfare added. Or they could do nothing and start hyping up season 4. We haven't really seen too many teasers or leaks as to what is going to be coming, other than the leaked cutscene, which I have done a video on. I will link down in the description and link after the video. But basically, all we know about that season so far is that one of the operators is going to be coming from South Africa, and that is all we know, is that that operator is from Africa. That is it. So I would be willing to bet over the next 2 weeks we'll start to see some teasers for season 4, and potentially some of that Modern Warfare content coming to the game. But ladies and gentlemen, that is it. A really small update for this week. Mainly we were looking at playlist changes, the new gunfight tournament, a couple of changes that we saw to Warzone, with specialists being removed probably being the biggest one, but that is it. So as per usual, I'd love to hear what you think of the update down in the comments. I'll be reading all those. On top of that, if you enjoyed the video, it is always appreciated if you hit that like button. And as always, if you like what you see here, you like staying up to date on everything Call of Duty, no matter what game you play, be sure to hit that subscribe button, turn notifications on. It's the best way to stay up to date on all my videos. But as always, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, peace out.